go, Bart.
I'm building one right now.
Get there and scream and see if we can hear you.
Let me help you, buddy.
Hey guys, hey Joe. Hey. What happened? Sound the alarm. She's here.
What you want with that, buddy? Want to move that 2x first?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I gotta trim the engine.
All right, good deal.
What is that?
I mean, we're in England.
What is that?
The coppers are here.
The coppers.
The coppers.
What do they call them over there? The bobbies. Isn't
The
it
Bobby.
Bobbies?
Hello, Bobby. The Bobbies are here. Run, everyone. The Bobbies are here.
Police.
The police.
Popo.
Here, yeah.
Popo.
Here in Cotton County, we just run.
Everybody runs. Here inside. Oh yeah.
Everybody, this is a tiny home for a tiny home.
I'm on a motorcycle. I can run.
Oh yeah, Rodney, we'll have to notch it, won't we, buddy?
Yeah, we need to come over a little more.
That's a. Yeah, we'll just. Yeah, you want to hold it out there for you?
How far you want it to overhang?
Probably halfway, won't it?
We'll start with that.
Oh, that'll look awesome, man. Just measure, make sure it's the same, and
I'll make a mark on it.
Yeah.
That way I know it's right.
that'll look awesome. Amanda,
Huh? Oh.
look in here. So what we've done is we took a panel, right? We notched it here, cut 2 inches out of the middle, and out of here, this is the roof system for our shed.
Oh, it's gonna be so cute.
Does that not look awesome?
Now explain. Those are those foam panels, right?
These are our foam panels.
Yes.
And this is a prototype. We're just kind of experimenting with different types of roof lines and stuff that we could
Right.
have.
Oh, it's gonna be pretty.
Motorcycle shed.
I mean, motorcycle shed.
That's what he said.
Yeah, he can get one in there.
That's cute.
Yeah, it looks good, don't it?
Yeah. So you just paint it?
Yeah, I like to paint it. I think I want to, well, we're going to trim it out. We're going to put a piece of trim of wood around here. A little bit of wood. We're going to cap this with aluminum.
Oh, yeah.
It's all waterproof.
What size?
This is a 4 foot by 8 foot. Go around the front and we'll show you
4
the
by 8
inside of it.
Let me go over here.
Actually, I could live in this. Okay.
Well, of course you could.
Look.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm a big old guy too,
I know
man.
you are.
I'm a hoss of a man.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll go with that. It's close to payday.
Whatever you say. But you can get shelves in here.
Yeah.
Stuff, that's all you need. Or one shelf across here.
So
Listen,
it's 4 foot wide.
4 foot wide,
4 foot wide.
8 foot long.
Ooh,
Isn't that neat?
that's cute.
That's what she said.
That's of course you knew any better. Lord,
Yeah,
let me get this
it's waterproof and it's insulated.
Yeah.
So you can run an extension cord out there to it, right? If you want something you don't want frozen,
it's
and just
insulated.
put a little heater out
I'm
there.
afraid we're gonna get hit by
Oh,
something.
come on. Come on. You want to come over here?
Okay, now I'm ready.
Run, Amanda, run.
I'm ready. I'm free.
All right, look what Rodney's doing, see? So we cut that with a skill saw.
Man, it's all insulated.
We cut it with a skill saw, okay, like a regular saw. Right here.
Yeah.
We didn't turn the blade around, didn't have to do any of that stuff.
Okay.
All right? He cuts it, so if we wanted to put a window in there, you go,
Uh-huh.
wait, put a window in it.
Are you gonna put windows in it?
Nope.
Oh.
But anybody could if
That's
they
what
wanted
could
to.
If they want a window.
So if you put a window, then you do your nail flange and then trim it and you're done.
Cool.
Yep,
Yeah, and the door's gonna be at the end.
at the end.
Okay.
In the end.
Okay, in the end.
Yes.
All right.
I think it'll be
That's
awesome.
Cute.
Yes. I think they'll look really good, and if,
4 by 8.
yes, and we can't have a million colors, all right? So we're gonna
Right.
come up with a couple, 3 colors or
Yeah.
whatever, and that'll be it.
Whatever will match.
Because we're trying to build these cost effective for you guys as we got a deal going on with the sheds, the underpinning, and, you know,
Exactly.
the decks and
Well, it's gonna
everything.
be cute. You're gonna put some wood on it and stuff. That'll look nice.
Now, you know what I like? Now, look, most people don't do this. Again, this overhang, just like we do our tiny homes, it's got an overhang, a soffit on it.
Yeah.
If you push it forward, we could have went easier, but it just is gonna look nicer
Yeah.
with a little overhang and then one at your door too.
Yeah. Love
Isn't
it.
that cool?
Yeah.
So that's a tiny house for a tiny house.
super cute.
Yeah, man, and it's insulated. You can put a little heater in there, so if you got stuff you don't want it to freeze,
Yeah.
and it'll freeze here, just a little bit, a couple months out of the year, and that's it.
Now, what about, they're asking about a door on the side.
Well, you only got 60 inches tall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
That is cute.
Yeah, once you notch that, yep,
That one's up, that one's nice.
nice. And that way we can run a piece of trim right here,
Yeah.
and then it'll look nice. We can trim it. We could actually put trim on the corners around the top and then paint it, or paint it and then put the trim on.
Right. Why, everybody's wanting the door on the side. Why is that? They said something about space. Was it space?
I don't know,
I don't
6 to
know.
1. But if you put a door on the side, it's just gonna be a 60-inch door,
Yeah,
And you
exactly.
can't go in like that.
Right.
Yep,
Okay.
so.
Yeah, it won't be tall enough for the door on the side, right?
Yeah, it's only, well, it's less than 60 because this is a 60-inch panel.
Right.
So it's about 55 inches. And you got an actual height here that you can get in.
I think it's cute. It's going to be cute as sugar.
Ooh, you almost said it.
I was very close to saying it.
All right, we pulled this one outside and you see how
Yes.
dusty it was and everything. We're touching it up,
Yeah.
cleaning it up, getting some caulk on there and finishing it up. We're waiting on a few things because of the glass handrail, some flooring that hasn't come in yet.
That's going to be different.
That's
Never
gonna be
seen that.
cool.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
cool.
I like because we got a lot going on today.
A lot.
Let me show you the workings of everything. We got material coming in. Mike's over here helping Tom. He's the supervisor here helping everybody keep everything flowing.
Yeah.
Let's walk over here just for a second.
Okay.
I had a couple customers come in today. One was from Arizona and one was from Florida. Yeah, Arizona and Florida, they came in. They've been watching us on a video and they wanted to see what it was like. They just kind of dropped in.
Yeah.
And, but we practiced our COVID.
Exactly.
And, but they came in and it was just neat to hear their perspective of what we're doing.
Yeah.
They've been watching us for a long time and seeing what we're doing, Also, I wanted to give you the news. I just sent Amanda a text, I think, of our city planner cooperative representative here in Cobb County is actually trying to help us with the Secretary of State. So it was really neat. We got a text that he's trying to implement
That's
there at the
great.
state level to try to expedite this foreign domestic title that we're waiting for.
Right.
So as soon as that's done, what's really encouraging about that is that we're here and the community is behind us. You got city officials that are calling the state level to try to help us. And that's, what else do you really want? When it comes to that point, you're running a public business, but then you've got the government trying to help you out to expedite what you're doing here. So I just wanted to tell you that. I think that's a real compliment for a company to be able to have that kind of a relationship, with the local and state government,
I think it's great.
Yep.
Well, and for him to, for it to be a benefit to rush it along, to say, hey,
Yeah.
we want to help him do that. So
Exactly.
That's
Yep. This is a deck that's going to flip up.
great. Okay.
So that we're mounting hinges and all that, so that deck will flip up. And also they're going to have an awning that'll flip down, so they'll close together like this
okay.
and then go up. Now it's not hydraulic or it's automatic. It's got a button. It's pretty much manual. You'll flip it up, lock it, flip it down, have legs. It'll fold down. The same with the awning. Yeah,
How big is that?
that's 4 foot by 5 foot.
4 by 5. Okay.
4 by 5.
Cool.
Yep.
And you said the width is always first when you say something like that.
Well, on windows.
On windows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't believe I remembered that.
Yeah, man, you're learning. You've been watching the videos, Amanda. Wanting to point out what we're doing, just like with Steve here. We got David Plumbing, they're walking in here, they're knocking these things out. We got people in every one of these houses. We're putting a deck on. I can hear him sanding in this one. He's doing a little bit of trim on the outside.
Oh, that's
these
great.
fine-tuning things is just what takes the time, and but it's what makes a house look so nice.
Right.
So we are click, gone, click, gone, click, gone, click, gone, all of them. This one actually here is for rent.
Yes.
It's an overnight rental. We've got it up here right now until we get our park done.
Right.
Then we can pull it into the tiny park. Look, I mean, he's got a nail gun and everything.
Wow.
Yep. So, little heads up on this one.
Yeah, I was wanting an update on that.
All right. The update is that the owner said that he couldn't have it wide. So we've had to cut the shingles off, pull the gables in, cut the swoop off the house, everything, and cut it back down for him because he said he couldn't have it wide.
Well,
I'm just glad we took all the pictures that we did before we had to do that, because you've lost the swoop on the roof.
Well, sugar.
We lost the swoop on the other roof. It still looks cool.
Yeah.
But that roof line is really what made the whole house, I think.
It does look cool.
Yeah.
So is it for permitting or driving and stuff?
I don't know, because we talked about wide load was fine out west, but now it's got to be pulled in. So what, you know, we're just taking care of it, and
it still looks good.
it's out the door.
Yeah,
Yep.
but I know what you mean.
So, but what was really neat is we just cut the shingles off and we capped it with some old rusty metal. It looks great.
It does look great.
He did the other side. Actually, the gables were kicked out like that.
Yeah.
So we had to cut all the soffit and everything off and make them straight, and then cut all that excess off.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Well, it still looks great.
Oh, it looks good.
Oh, it looks
Oh,
good.
it looks good.
Now, the sun's keeping me, I can't see my comments
Comments.
and stuff, so.
Now over here are all of our panels, Manda.
Okay. Oh, my goodness.
Look at all our panels we got here.
Wow.
So if you want a shed, and that's a prototype shed, we're going to just
It's the
play with it.
first one,
It's the
yeah.
first one. We're looking at it. We're going to play with it. I know I thought about originally having a side door. We may look into that.
Yeah.
We're just trying to make, all of our panels are 60 inches.
Right.
Okay? So we're trying to make it to where it's, listen,
And trying to keep the cost down
I don't
for
want,
you.
the whole thing about living tiny is not to have a lot of junk, you know, or a lot of stuff, or I shouldn't say
Exactly.
junk, but just stuff. So that's the thing. And I know some of you all have got heirlooms that you're carrying around with you from families, and this is going to be your home. All right, and I understand that. I will have probably storage units
For bigger stuff.
for bigger stuff.
Yeah.
I just don't want it on the lot.
This is going to be just a little shed for things on hand, like really
Yes.
quick.
Little weed eaters and
Yeah, just little tiny
stuff that you want. This is
garden
not
stuff.
all your belongings.
Yeah, right.
I'm looking into buying some things in a building or something out here that we can have all scattered out here, and you'll have your own big storage unit, like a 10 by 10 or something like
I mean,
that.
this is the equivalent of having your shed spray foam. Sheds don't come insulated.
No.
So
You
this
could-
is unbelievable.
You can put a light bulb in there, it'd probably keep it warm.
You know, we used to do that in the well house, and
Yeah.
we keep it from freezing, the pipes from freezing.
This is watertight. It's
Ain't
going to be
that something?
airtight. You put a light bulb in there, probably keep it from freezing. So,
Oh my goodness, that's great.
But down here, let me show you what Susan's been working on for us. See her out here working?
yeah,
Look this way a little bit.
yeah.
See, like all the metal? See, she's got everything. That's our lower lot, and she is cleaning. You can see her working right now. She's cleaning all that up, getting it organized so we can look at what kind of wood we have, what kind of metal we have. Oh, let's walk over here now. Now, we got John over here at the beach. And we're getting ready to put the meter centers up. So the only thing we have to do now is the surveyors were here. They staked out the prairie. Yeah.
You didn't have to move everybody?
Nope, didn't have to move anybody. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. We've got this is our secondary power coming in right here. We've anchored this 2x4 to the concrete. We'll set a 6x6 down here that's got the meter center, which is your meter, your plugs, and your breakers, right? That'll be parked right here. We're gonna come out of that with this pipe and run wire to go underneath your house.
Wow.
So then we're gonna pour concrete back over this. All all right? Because your house is going to sit over top of this.
That's going to be concreted.
It's all concreted. And what's going to happen is your house is going to sit over top of this. Really, it's going to sit over top of this, right?
Wow.
This is an end lot. So the end lot, this is all coming out. All this, and I'm growing trees.
Yeah.
All right, big trees. It'll be just like a hedge, a real beautiful hedge.
Yes.
So you'll have your meter center here. Then the electric will come up out of one of those.
Wow.
Right, the electric, and then you've got communications wire that will come out of there, right? And then your water line will come out of there.
Okay.
So everything's underneath the house. So come over here.
Is all of them got one of these?
Here's a meter center. This is it right here.
There.
Yep. They're on big 6x6s. This will last forever.
Wow.
This right here can be down about 48 inches off the ground. So all this is going in the ground. We'll backfill it and then we'll concrete up to it.
Oh, wow.
And that's your meter, your 30 and 50 amp breaker. Yep. Or plug.
Yeah. Back when I was a teenager, there used to be a song that would come on the radio, because you just listen to the radio, you know, there was nothing else, cassette tapes. Or
Yeah.
whatever. And it was called, his name was Peter, my meter reader. I meant to look that song up a long time ago, and I just thought of it. I was like, I remember that song. His name was Peter, my meter reader. Somebody look that up, see if you can find it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Look, there's John. Hey,
Yeah,
John.
he's walking. He was going to talk, but not now, Amanda.
John ain't gonna fool with that.
No, he got the meter reader.
I swear to God, it was a song. Maybe they just the radio people.
Let's
that.
walk on, Amanda.
Okay,
Let's
well,
walk on.
Let's go.
So, John's bringing all the meters.
Okay.
And so, well, there's 36 of them out here.
Oh, okay.
So they're bringing all the meters, they're setting it all up.
36.
Yeah, I had a young boy the other day. See the 2x4 that's across the crack there?
Yeah.
Okay, what I had a young guy come out here with a generator, a generator, a drill, and drill bits and screws. And we drilled through the concrete, tapped them things, fastened them to the ground. And what's going to happen is we can put these 6x6 meter centers up, screw it to that 2x4.
Yeah.
Until we're done, it keeps it perpendicular and upright. And then we can do everything, and then when we're pouring concrete, then we can pull it off and be done with it.
Okay.
So that's a temporary fix. One thing that, what was really, being a carpenter, is when he was drilling into the concrete, this is something, a little tidbit, little kind of a cool thing, and most carpenters know this, but drilling through the concrete, and then when you put a screw in there, the screw is just not tight enough. It didn't fit really well, because you could pull the 2x4 right out. So I told him, I said, he got his pocket knife out. I said, make you a little splinter. He shoved it in that little hole, and then you put your screw in that. So you're filling the hole full of wood, and it just made it tight.
Oh.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
So we just use regular screws. We didn't use tap cons. We didn't use fancy. We didn't use pressure treated, nothing. We just used boom, scrap wood, screws, done.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And you were just talking about that you were going to save every piece of scrap wood. Pretty much everything.
I try these, and it's just, it piles up, man.
It does.
And I hate throwing it away because I built this company on scrap.
I know, sure did.
And it's like right here. You see these pieces of wood here?
Yeah.
You know, it's like 26 inches, maybe 21 inches, right?
Right.
And you throw things like that away because
right.
it's like it stacks up everywhere.
I know.
So what we're trying to do is the guys that are building homes, when they build a home, they're going to have a library of wood from that home.
I like that library of wood.
And we want to leave that wood on their site, but you got to organize it within them trusses.
Right.
So when the next house comes in, they can use that on that house.
That's right.
And then they got more of the next, and it's kind of a rotation.
Right.
Yep.
Man, look at all the houses out here.
Now, some people might say to me, why don't you order lumber that fits the homes you're building?
Oh, for crying in the rain.
Well, the reason we can't is because the majority of the wood and the builders out here want 16-foot lumber.
Yeah.
They all want this long lumber, right?
Right.
We get massive deals for short lumber.
Right.
Nobody wants short lumber.
That's right.
Nobody wants short V groove. 8 foot, we're there all day long.
Yeah.
So it keeps our prices down. We take stuff nobody wants, and look what we turn it into.
Exactly.
You know? So that's why we have a little scrap, but you have to learn how to reutilize that scrap.
Like you said, make a silk purse from a sow's ear.
You got it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something, like right here. We don't do this. So whoever built this house, they did it without me teaching them how.
Right.
You have a seam, 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 seam every other board, right?
Right.
So what this guy did, who built this, they took a board, hey, we got 12 footers. We'll go 12, 8, 12, 8, 12, 8, 12, 8, just like that.
And
well,
this was a workshop, I believe.
And I don't like these seams in a line.
Right.
So when I do siding and when I do V-groove or in the ceiling, the walls, and anything I do, I never have more than a bucket full of scrap.
Right.
Now the reason is, I would take let's say I take a 12 footer on here, right? And it stops. I take my other 12 footer, right? And I'll cut, let's say 6 foot off of this.
Yeah.
So I put that on there. I take my scrap. Now they didn't use scrap here.
Right.
They had to pile it up because they wanted them all to be the same. They thought that would be faster. Well, I'll take the scrap off of this 6 footer and I'll put it down here.
Right.
And then I'll go and I'll keep using my scrap. Whatever I got left over, I use at the next end, the next end, the next end, the next end. And that's what we do. And that's how we do the ceilings, the walls, the floors, everything. So there really shouldn't be that much scrap. The only place you got to scrap is when you're inside a house, you're doing a bathroom wall or a wall that terminates, and you're just going to have scrap,
Right,
you know, and that's
exactly.
the stuff that you'd normally keep. All right, you want to head to the forest?
Wherever you want to.
Really?
Yeah. Wherever you want to go, Johnny Paul.
Well, I want to go to the ocean.
Hey, you want to walk down the road to do it?
Let's
or
do it.
Wherever you want to go.
Yeah, Johnny Paul, come on.
Johnny Paul.
Yes. And I talked to the owners of our black and white house.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, they're very nice people.
Yep, I talked to them. I think they want to come and get it September, I think.
Oh, bless their hearts.
Yep.
Good.
But you can see, let me point it out right here. This is a lot, all right? This lot is, all right, you see this cut? This concrete, right?
Yeah.
It's coming out of here.
All
There's going to
this.
be all dirt right here.
Okay.
And we're going to plant trees and a water feature and all that stuff, right?
Right.
So the sewer is going to come here, and go out that way. Big sewer line right here, and then it's going to go, 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 just like that. Then down there it'll take off that way. So let's say these streets, I think, are 15 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So your lot starts right here. It goes way over there. Take out. And we're going to go ahead and pour some deep. So it's 40 feet deep. Homes are on the right side over there. Your home will back in here. We leave about three feet right here so you can walk past your house.
Right.
And out of that will come your water, power, and sewer, and your communications. We hook everything up from under the house. And unpin it, it looks concrete over this. That in the back, if your home's 20 feet, let's say it's 30 feet, you still got over a 10-foot piece of concrete in the back for a porch, for a patio, for something.
There'll be a horseshoe of
plants.
plants.
Yeah, vegetation all the way around, all the way around, all the way around.
Yeah.
Ann has been so sweet. She's brought fig trees for us.
She did.
She's grown palm trees, date palms
Yes.
for us. And so, you know, over the years it'll be bigger. I've got a connection for some bamboo, and I know everybody is just concerned about the bamboo taking over, right? Well, we're on concrete, and that bamboo can't grow on this concrete. Now, it might be able to grow underneath it or something like that, but it's going to be contained within all this.
Right,
And this place will always be groomed and manicured and taken care
exactly.
of. Yep.
Beautiful. Oh my God, it's exciting.
And I got free bamboo.
That's awesome.
Now, Yump and I got to go get it. We got to dig it up, put it on a trailer, and then bring it over here, put it in place. So there's still but that's the fun stuff. Look at John looking at us.
Look at John. Hey, John.
He's glad he ain't me.
Actually, a ground rod you can try.
Oh yeah, what you got, buddy?
You wanted to knock it in the rest of the way. Love the shirt, by the way.
Thank you, yeah. Oh yeah, we're selling these shirts, Amanda.
Didn't know if you wanted to try it.
Yeah, let's see. Hey, he's got a new toy, Amanda.
What do you got, Tom?
Now, what do you got 2 ground rods for, John?
Tom said that was code.
Okay.
That's what the inspector wanted.
So, what's he gonna do? Ground the house to this one?
No, it'll be grounded through the cord because it's the frame and all that's grounded. It should just go straight over.
So, what's that one gonna hook to?
There's gonna be a spot on the pole where both rods will connect and then go into the meter.
2 ground rods
Yeah.
on every house,
Yep, just like the back of the building.
and that's a copper.
What's that mean?
What's what
2
mean?
ground rods.
What mean?
Ground,
What?
ground
Oh,
rod
it's
A
not
and ground rod B.
And you tie them together and then tie them to the pole.
Yep.
Amanda, look over here.
Okay.
John, tell us about this tool. Amanda,
What?
that's
Yes.
a man's tool right here.
Oh, is it? I see.
Yeah.
What is that?
Hey, you remember that?
A drill?
We used to have posters. A rigid drill.
Oh, yeah.
But it wasn't usually a guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
Here we
the
go.
only other it was a girl.
How deep we gotta go?
About like that, where it's about 3 inches above.
Well, we're almost there. All right.
I asked Scooter to bring 4 more panel boxes.
How many pounds per square inch we got here, John?
About 5,000.
5,000 pounds, Amanda.
What are you doing? I don't know what you're doing.
I got 5,000 pounds in my hands.
What does that mean? It's
Don't
best
feel-
I don't know.
Don't feel impressive. Oh, look at that. Do what?
Sit out here with a hammer. That's impressive.
Oh, yeah. So look, it's going down. Wow.
So that takes the place of beating it with a hammer?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's equivalent to swinging a 5-pound hammer 1,000 times a minute.
Oh my God.
5,000 times a minute?
Yeah, 5-pound hammer 1,000 times a minute.
What?
Yeah.
Say that on your microphone.
Swinging a 5-pound hammer 1,000 times a
1,000
minute
times
equals this
a
drill.
minute.
Yes.
Gosh.
Dang. How much was this, John?
With the extra battery that's currently on the charger, it was right about $580 with the adapters.
$580.
Well, that's worth it not to swing a hammer like that.
Well, you got 36 lots, another 68 lots, and whatever we got at the prairie.
Well, I'm just gonna say it. I feel like it should have been bigger.
That's what, no.
No, we can't. No.
I ain't going
no,
there.
we can't.
I ain't going there. I ain't not.
His name was Peter, my meter reader.
Oh, yeah.
Mess. Okay, now I gotta get out of this sun because my phone.
Oh, I'm melting.
from hot.
Well, let's hurry up and get to the forest.
Oh, I got my flip flops on too.
You got to get that sun off that phone.
Okay.
Or we're going to be dead.
All right. Well, wait a minute. Okay.
I don't know if I put my sunscreen on. I didn't here.
Well.
All right, let's go.
Oh, we just start walking.
We got a canal, Amanda. We got to leap over.
What do you mean?
We got to jump. We got to step over this.
What?
You got flip-flops
I
on.
got my flip flops on. Oh God, I'm gonna end up falling.
Right here.
Randy.
Come here.
Oh
Let me hold the phone.
God. All right. Oh, jeez. Okay. What?
Oh.
Turn it that way.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was
Oh, I
that way.
bet you didn't. John's over there laughing. He knows.
Hey, let's take a break in the shade, Amanda.
Well, my God.
Ah,
Oh yeah.
look at this beautiful shade trees through here, isn't
I
it?
swear to God, apologize everybody. I don't know what's going on. We may not even be on. Oh God, I'm hooked into my.
You're hung.
How did that happen?
Okay. I'm Peter, the meter reader.
This is such a dumb show. I swear to God.
So you need to see if we're still on. Are we still?
Okay. Tell them if they got any questions. We took a break.
Have you got any questions?
Okay.
She hasn't been able to see the screen for the sun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whew, okay. Lord God.
We
Okay, we're on.
We need to put picnic tables up here.
She's
Wouldn't it be
undressing
beautiful?
herself with the umbrella. Okay.
Isn't that
Oh,
pretty?
yeah, we need some picnic tables.
Ah, it's so cool under there. Yeah.
Oh, Travis said, Mandy, you're a hot man. I think he has some of an idea, but Lord God, I struggle.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's see.
Our concrete slabs we got out
Oh,
here.
exactly.
Oh, love them.
Okay. Now, talk about real
What?
quick. Talk about the t-shirts we just now got.
All right. The t-shirts. Yep.
Do a spin there. Twinkle toes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's going to aggravate
Okay.
everybody that it's off center, but I
Okay.
did it to make you aggravated. I did it to capture everybody's eye.
I love it.
Anyway,
I
that's
thought it's
just
a great idea.
That's my thing.
Yeah. Turn around again. We're doing the black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah. And with shipping, handling, everything, $25, right?
Yes,
sure.
that's shipping and handling.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Perfect. Somebody just asked, was it Gloria? Ask about 2 sheds. What is if somebody wanted 2 sheds on a lot?
I don't want to put 2 sheds
No.
on a lot. All right.
Yeah,
I
it's
just-
not gonna look good.
I'm sorry. I mean, we got to draw a line. I just
Yeah.
want it to look nice and neat. If you want more storage, eventually we will have storage here for you to put your stuff in.
Yeah.
That's just the way
Okay.
I got to make it line. We're going to put those little sheds into the beach if they want, in the prairie, and in the forest.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dana said she could bring some beach shells from Florida.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I hope
Yeah,
she's got
bring
a
'em.
truckload.
That'd be cool.
Mhm.
She'll be hauled them from Florida.
And what's going to be neat is turning that boulevard into some sort of island featured water or something, or whatever
that'd
we're
be
going to
cool.
do. I actually
Oh,
thought
look at
about
it from here.
taking some of this concrete that we pull out, and wouldn't it be neat to have this concrete and stair step it and have water crashing and crashing and crashing,
That would be
and have the water
beautiful.
circulate, and it'll just be a kind of a beautiful water feature, you
I
know?
love it.
I'm going to come up with something. So
Yeah.
this thing right now is I want to put a privacy hedge everywhere I can in here, and then, you know, because it's going to take a while for the vegetation to grow up in.
To see it, you definitely can see it in the forest. The beach is. You can see it over there. How it's going to look too.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
gorgeous.
It's yeah, they laid out the lots today. Not all of them. They gave us our parameters so
Oh, you
we know
wanna
where to
walk
put
up
our.
Because there's a bunch of sticks in the ground, ain't there?
Mm-hmm. They've put some stakes out there.
Stakes. Yeah.
So they put the parameters up of each little location. I've got a map. I don't want to come up exactly and tell you how many lots we have yet until we know for sure. I submitted it to 911, the first one, and as we came out here, what's really a unique find, all right? This back corner of this field
Yeah.
is actually about 11 foot higher in elevation
Oh,
than
you
down
can
here.
tell it's taller over here. It
Yeah,
goes down.
so if you took a straight line, you wouldn't think it'd be 11 feet, but it is.
Oh my God, that much different.
So what's happened is the pointed out, there's a floodplain. That's because the federal government, FEMA, come in here and said, okay, all floodplain. Well, it's not. Because the elevation of a floodplain is 1,017 feet.
Okay.
Everything in here is 118 and up, right? Except for that back corner.
Really?
Everything is 118 and up. That concrete, all the concrete is at 118 and a half.
Oh, really?
So our concrete is 1.5 feet above floodplain.
That's awesome.
Now this is like a 500-year floodplain, right?
Right.
So what we did is the first layout of the prairie.
Mm-hmm.
It went over the 117 floodplain elevation, the contour.
Okay.
So what we did is we went back to the drawing board. We thought that was going to be it, and he noticed that curvature, you know, the contour. So we elongated it. Now the lots are going to be like 60 foot deep by 40, 45 foot wide.
Wow.
All right. Excuse me. And so we still got 3 streets, but it's going to be one-way lanes. It's going to be really, really just a quaint community. But I'm going to make it like a prairie. All right. Now, they're not going to be scattered out. You're not going to have an acre to yourself. There's only 7 acres right here.
Right.
I'm going to have probably 1.5 acres, 2 acres of a lake. And then the rest of it is going to be homes.
Right.
So if you think about it, you got Susan and Kim living here. If you put Susan and Kim one to that bush and one there, what's the difference? There's just still nothing to block the way. And we have had so many people wanting to move here. So we've created a few more lots in this prairie, we think. I'll look at it later on when we make for sure.
Confirm that and
Yeah.
then let us know.
But it's just an open prairie. That's why we called it an open field. We'll be adding vegetation to it. But that's what's going to happen here.
And behind it, there is no buildings. There's nothing. All there is a farm back there.
And we got that tree barrier will always stay. Yep.
Beautiful.
Sure will.
Okay. Love it.
Is that Amber?
It is. Oh, she's out there walking Ace.
Man, I'm glad she's hard at it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're mean to her. I don't know why she does anything
I'm
for
glad
you.
she's just so busy trying to run the business.
Oh, you're awful. You know that.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how you doing? David Stevenson is a very good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, he built houses with his father for 30 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love David.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. You guys are friends.
Oh, yeah. We both grew up in New York, but we never met each other when we both lived in Sullivan County, New York. We
Oh,
met
baby.
on a rental property here in the Smoky Mountains.
Ain't
so
that
was
something
really
else?
Weird.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just wondering. It sounds like he needs to be making like at least $20 an hour. He cleans up everybody's messes out there.
I don't know what you mean.
You know, what is he making, $10 or $12 an hour? Like all the rest of them, but he cleans up everybody's messes.
No, he
Or is
doesn't,
just
ma'am. He
skilled?
makes good money. Yeah, I take good care of him. He's making more than $10 or $12 an hour.
Oh, okay. I thought he told me that's all he was making.
Nope. Yeah, we'll take care of our guys around here.
Okay, that's good because, you know, I know he can build anything. He is amazing
Yeah.
what he can build.
Well, and we evaluate these guys and we take care of them, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yep.
I'm glad to hear
You're fine.
that. All right. Take care.
I wish I had a friend like that. Come here and tell me I got to get paid more.
Can you believe she said that?
Yeah.
I can't believe she said that. My goodness.
There ain't a day goes by that I don't have somebody just say something that's absolutely the most audacious.
Listen, we
arrogant
get so
thing
many
I've ever heard.
comments, it's unbelievable. It's like,
God. You know what? There's a gate if you don't want to work here.
I can't believe she said that.
God.
And you know what's funny?
There you go,
Is it's
live.
Not, it's not true.
No, it's not true.
No, it's
I was just talking to him. He ain't been here a month. He gets $15 an hour.
Look at here. Is Randy not so mean to you, Amber? And then you're out here walking his dog. See how it is? That's it right there. And she's, well, I ain't gonna say. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't ask her to walk that dog.
Well, somebody's gonna have to. Scratching at the door. Hey, somebody's gotta take him out. Somebody's gotta take him.
It's out of control. He's fine. He doesn't have to. Yeah.
No, he does.
She does.
I didn't say it loud.
Wow.
Listen, Amber's gonna fight with you to the death. You might as well just get used to that.
The employees are against me. The strangers are against me. And
I can't believe she said that. That lady said that.
fixing everybody's mistakes.
She's come here to tell you to pay more.
Yeah, well, she can stay away from here.
You know what? She's a nosy Rosie. None of her business.
That's rare.
Why didn't she hire him? Why don't you put him on her payroll?
God.
My God, every day, I am not kidding, we get something like that every day, don't we?
Yep.
God.
Yeah, it's like the lady over here said she's mad at me because she said that thing where she's mad at me because her house, she ain't even built a house yet. I'm gonna have the lot ready, and she said, well, I ain't paying for my lot. It shouldn't start until I get my house on there. Okay, well, take 10 years getting your house over here. You're crazy. God, what if I would have got it done in 3 months like I thought I would have done, and you took a year getting your house built?
The lot
Stop
can't
it.
sit empty.
Stop.
Yeah.
Nope. Anyway.
All right. Good Lord, what a mess. That's live.
Yep.
Now, what is happening with all this? Why is there different kinds of boats?
Well, we've been stockpiling this. This is grounded. This is, look how, it's like concrete. You can't even hardly dig it out. See how hard it is?
Yeah.
This is reclaimed asphalt and concrete, and it gives it a different look. It's not any less expensive, believe it or not, but we wanted to choose this because it looks better out on the ground.
Now, is this the final, is this gonna be what's on top?
Yeah, and when you,
okay,
and when you
good.
see when they roll over it, see how, look how,
How it
it's almost like concrete in there. Yep.
Is that what I got at the house? My house?
This is a little more fine.
Okay.
Yep, you have Crusher Run at your house.
Run.
So what we've done is, it takes so long to drive to get this because there's a long haul. So we've been stockpiling it, and then when we're ready, we can haul it and spread it.
Now, what's this kind for? Why is it different?
I don't know,
It just goes different
yump board or
layers?
something. We're gonna backfill some of these power lines
Okay.
so it doesn't, and this is another gravel here that we use, that really they used it in the sewer, and you gotta cover your sewer with gravel so it doesn't concave after it gets in.
It's so pretty.
This is all topsoil
Yeah.
mixed with it. So he'll blend that into that field. So, because we set our topsoil aside, do our digging, and we put the topsoil back.
Wow.
That takes extra effort. You don't ever see that hardly anywhere because people don't want to spend the money.
Man.
And usually when people push
Yeah.
trees down, they pile them up on the side of the road or in a ditch, and they never do anything with them. We've pulled the roots out, the stumps out, we've cleaned it, the tops have been cut, and you've seen over here is where we burn them.
Man. And I'll tell you what, excavating is not cheap,
No,
but necessary.
to do it right.
Yeah, exactly.
This whole road had to come up in elevation. All right, you see down here? This is original grade. We've had to bring this up because this was a deep spot. You got a little swamp area over here,
Yeah.
and when it rained, this would flood. Well, they never cared when they had a factory here. It didn't matter. But because we have a development here, so we about 4 to 5 feet of elevation.
Oh, wow.
So now the water sheds off both sides. When this gets full of water, it goes under the road with a culvert
Yeah.
along that creek and dumps into our pond and into the lake.
Great.
Yeah. There's almost not one stitch of this ground that hasn't been touched by an excavator.
Yeah.
You never think that because it's flat,
Because it was flat, exactly.
and that's totally wrong. I would rather been on a mountain, I think, now.
Man.
Yeah. Now this is Tiny Town Way. So that's when you come in the gate, this whole road is called Tiny Town Way.
Town Way.
There'll be 4 lots in those trees right there that'll look over
Yes.
this pasture. Really nice, like a little mini farm.
Uh-huh.
Build a barn, some gardening area, dog lot, greenhouses, all that stuff right
Oh
here.
my gosh. It is going to be one busy little place.
Yeah. I had somebody send me today a text this morning.
Yeah.
Actually sent me probably half a dozen comments and memes and, or not comments, but memes and just I can't tell you how uplifting it was. It was just amazing of what this person, the encouragement that she gave me. And it was just so nice. And I was like, you know what? That's what I stand on, is people like that I know this place is for, that people appreciate what we're doing. $200 a month. Everybody in the world knows these things are a third of what we could get for them. We've been together on this thing the whole time. A couple people that are upset may need to rethink if they belong here or not. And that's just the way it's going to be. We got nothing but gorgeous stuff. We went above and beyond what we thought we could do. I've added more things in here that we didn't have the money for, but I'm putting it in anyway because it's what we need to do. Look at these lots. Let's walk down here in Red Cedar, and I'll show you this a little bit. We're starting to put in the secondary. This is the primary. We showed that yesterday. That's our transformers. So coming out of there, we may see them down here digging. Yeah, way down at the end. So they're coming out of there and they're bringing electricity now to all the lots. The sewer will be the last thing.
Okay.
We'll bring in electricity, then we bring in the water. The communication, which is your Wi-Fi, will go into the secondary. Then we'll come out of here and we'll take our sewer to the lots and tie those in. And then we're good to go. And we'll do all of it like we said before on the beach. All the sewer, if the house sits right here, all the sewer will come up underneath the house. So when you come here, we set your house, we'll hook your sewer, water and power, Wi-Fi, all that will be under it. We can skirt it and it'll look so nice. Yeah. Now look, those machines, can you imagine what that costs per hour to run these machines?
I know.
All that, think about it, all that was figured when I sat down and thought about developing that is what I'm hoping. And there's not a project yet that has ever been done on budget.
Right, exactly.
Always over budget, right? Well, you're not getting charged anymore for that.
Nope.
None. And I'm making it right. I'm making it look right and done right.
Yeah.
Think about it. The government jobs. They charge millions of dollars for stuff. They're always over budget. What they do, they go get more tax money. Go get more tax money. Where do I get it? I don't get it.
Right.
But look now see how smooth and pretty it is? So they're in there back dragging. See how they're back dragging that?
Yeah.
Making it real pretty, cleaning it up. I mean, it's nice as a pin. Then they'll come in here and they're going to dig because they need that elevation to go by. They'll dig and put their secondary and the water and the sewer in, and then they got an elevation to go by. They'll backfill it. We got to put gravel in that ditch because it'll sink if we don't.
Okay.
Then we'll put our geotech fiber down all the way down that road, inside every parking spot and home site, and then we put 6 inches of gravel on top of that geotech fiber, and we rub it and we compact it with a big roller, and it'll look nice when we get done.
I mean, it's gorgeous.
Yump, the digger, was telling me today, he said that the power company, the laborers out here building, working, the guests that have been here, he said everybody is flipping out of how beautiful it is out here. They're all commenting on how well this project looks.
Man, I mean, it's beautiful.
Yep.
Well, it's
Cool.
a huge compliment whenever you have the city and people, officials and things like that, compliment you like that and see what you're doing and agree with
the
it.
power company,
Yes.
the sewer company, the guys that work here, the laborers, all of them are just been like, man, I never thought this place would ever look like it does, you know?
It's beautiful.
Look at this little guy.
I know. Look.
Diggle, diggle, diggle.
See, now if that was gone, I keep these at my house. All kinds of flowers. That's awesome. And that's what all the lots and everything around the lots encourages, you know? Beautiful.
Want to walk down that way?
Hi, little fella. We'll let him work. Yes.
Yeah.
She said, I did not just see him tickle a bee. That's funny.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, that is pretty.
See, that's a site. From where he's at to here, that's one lot. You got a house and parking. Isn't that beautiful? Now these lots, the power had to come from out there.
Okay.
So they had to dig a ditch right on through this whole thing.
Oh, really?
So it went right through here. So what happened is, this is a house site. So we went right in a house site. So we laid them out to where we didn't have to kill any more trees.
Oh, that's great.
And it's right through there. So they'll put a transformer right here. This orange conduit is for the fiber optic communication wire.
I see, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's beautiful. What is it today? About 80? Is it?
Yeah, it's nice. Man.
It's really nice.
Yep. See how clean and nice it looks?
Oh my goodness.
Over there, same thing.
Are we on Jack Pine?
Yes.
Yeah, we're on Jack Pine.
Yeah. Then these sewer pipes will not stay here. What they are is we'll dig out around them.
Oh, those pipes won't stay?
They don't stay.
Okay.
So what happens is we dig out around them, and then we take sewer to each lot.
Oh.
That's a clean out. So the clean out will be cut below the ground level. We'll put a cap on it, and then if they ever need any problems, they go through the clean out to clean it.
Oh, I
Yep.
see. Okay. I was wondering if those stay stuck up like that.
No,
Huh.
there'll be nothing sticking up anywhere.
Wow.
The only thing you'll be able to see will be the transformer pads.
Man.
And they're green like a tree. Isn't that
this
cool?
marked? Where are we at? It doesn't say.
It says number 6.
Number 6.
Yep. So that's 6, this is 7.
And 6 and 7.
Yeah.
Give an idea of where we're at.
Yeah, so you got a lot. So either the house, the car, here, and then this is the end of the lot over here. Right here.
Wow.
Isn't that neat?
That's a lot of lots. That's a lot of lots.
That's a lot of lot.
That's a lot of lot.
I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I know we're showing you all the tiny home park more often. It's just because we're getting to that wire.
Coming up.
So I hope you guys like what we're showing you. Showed you some homes in there today too of what we're doing, and showing the park, and they're putting in the secondary. So I just want to keep you all abreast of what's going on. We think we're still on about maybe a 3-week process, 3 to 4 weeks getting it in here. So we're going to do all we
Super
can.
exciting.
Nobody is being favored over the other. We're just trying to
No.
get it done.
Yeah.
All right. So,
And we can't think of it with a mind like that. You just go working and doing and going.
nope. And
Yeah.
and if you ever thought that we're like that, you probably wouldn't want to invest with us.
Yeah.
If you think we're favoring or you think we're trying to pull the wool over somebody's eyes. But I constantly try to remind everybody that don't know what we're doing or haven't been in the history of this project,
Right.
is that this has been funded by our customers, by their
Yes.
deposit, and in return we give them a $6,000 $6,000, and we give them 2 years free rent, and that pays them back for their $6,000 and then they pay $200 a month to live here.
Right.
And that's it. You got to pay for your utilities. That's how we're doing all 3 of these parks within the 34 acres. We've also got a walking trail. It's over a mile long that you can walk your dogs and run, and it's just going to be better over the years as we continue to do this. But we won't draw any rent off of this for 2 years, but we try to build our homes. The men, we had a meeting here this morning, and you wouldn't believe the men that work here, they care about what we do. They care about what we're doing, how we're doing things, and they want to do it right. And it's a good group of guys, because we appreciate being here, building these homes and not having to run and look for work. The business is growing, we're getting some work coming in, and it's such a somewhat relaxing to know that we don't have quit this job and go do something else. All of us said this morning, we all know what it's like to sit at home and wish we had a job,
Right.
So, all right, we're good?
Man, it's just so pretty. It's all just coming together. It's
Yeah.
just really beautiful.
Yep, I can't think of anything else. Tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday.
Yes, tomorrow's
All right.
Friday, and we already said one thing that you're going to do tomorrow.
gonna
You
swim.
and maybe someone else.
Swim,
Climb. Well, you can swim too. Climb. You're going to be climbing out of
fire escape.
fire escape.
I'm going to show you how to get out of an access or a
Yes.
egress window in case of a fire.
Tomorrow will be Fire Escape Friday.
Fire escape Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real quick, just show the t-shirts again. What I'm going to do, I'm going to post a picture of the t-shirts
Yeah.
on Facebook and show all the details on there. when
This
we
is
get
a
down
real
here.
thin one. This is a Walmart blend.
Yeah,
And I
it
like
is.
wearing this because it's like paper. But
Yeah.
your alls will be it's a
Thicker.
thicker, more quality t-shirt. But I like these, and we're gonna stick with black and white right now.
Yeah,
We have a colored one, but we're not gonna go there. They're this
Right.
more expensive.
There's the back, and it's on the left shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Love it.
my theory again, we're just trying to keep the t-shirts down. We were selling our other ones for 25 plus shipping. And I told Amanda, let's just get everything out the door for 25. So we'll pay for shipping for the $25.
Right,
so if you guys want one, let us know. We're just going to try to buy some and see if you guys like them. But I think it's a cool thing.
And too, because the trademark really kind of, I mean, you've always, since I've known you and before I knew you, you've always worn a white t-shirt working, always.
Yeah.
Most
So wear
of the
a
time
white
it was
t-shirt.
white t-shirt and jeans and boots.
Do women like to wear white t-shirts?
I do if it's a V-neck. And I am going to tell
Order
them I'm
some
going to order
V-necks?
some V-necks.
All right.
I like a V-neck.
So we'll order V-necks for you. We'll order super small and super big or whatever we need to do to accommodate everybody.
Right. Just
But
need to, we'll
I want to
have a
get this
range.
out. I want to get this out. This is our logo for now, and this is who we are. Let's spread the word about our company and who we are, you know?
Yeah, and just tell us what sizes, what you're wanting and everything, and then I'll put the order in. So I think it's going to take them a couple of weeks to get some t-shirts.
So bombard us with a bunch of orders, and that way we know if we got, you know, we can order a bunch of different sizes.
Yeah, because it's going to take just a little bit.
We ordered a bunch before, and some of them didn't even go anywhere. They were sizes that nobody wore, you know?
Yeah, right, exactly.
No comments?
Yeah, I mean,
Questions?
there's plenty of comments. I'm just now seeing them because where we've been walking and everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody was happy about the lady in the truck. I saw some comments come through.
That was crazy.
They called her Super Karen. You know how there's like this meme about Karen? Karen's the one that goes in there and, you know, fusses about her water bill and always complains about something, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's somebody, I think it was Maria, called her Super Karen.
God.
Like, God, mind your business, girl.
Man.
As I used to say, or I always say, tend to your own knittings.
Yeah. Well, and I'll talk to David too, because
Oh,
he's crying a little bit, so I'll see what's bothering David.
Exactly, right.
Part of it. Oh, hey, everybody, Matt, our hauler,
Yes.
he was at Zion National Park, I think, this morning.
Oh, okay.
Is that Idaho
I don't know.
or Utah? And he's heading to Washington to get a tiny home for a girl. It's a DIY, and he's hauling it. So you guys get
Utah, Maria said.
Utah. Give a shout out to Matt. He's probably in contact with everybody.
Yeah.
But give a shout out to him. All right, I'm going to do something for Matt. I gave him a challenge. I said, Matt, while you're on the road, you need to stop every couple hours and do 10 push-ups and 10 squats, right? And I said, by the time you get home, you have got to, as my challenge, him to knock down 500 squats and 500 push-ups.
On each trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now and I don't know, it doesn't sound like he's probably done push-ups and squats in a while, all right? So I told him, every time you stop, get out and do squat. He said, well, will you show me on Facebook or YouTube, show me what you mean? I think I'm doing them wrong. All right, so I'm gonna show, this is for Matt. I'm gonna show Matt what he does. So when he's driving his truck, right, he's wanting to come out, and I told him, I said, just do an air squat. It's just really a deep knee bend, so he's gonna do this. So if you see Matt on the highway, it's 2, 3, just like that. You gotta get your butt to the floor. Butt to the floor, Matt. So you gotta go down and up, down and up. And you wanna do 10 of these, right? Do them in the parking lot at the truck stop. I bet any money he'll draw a crowd.
Well, I'm sure he will.
Soon as you do 10, you can take gloves, because you're gonna be on the concrete, probably grease on there,
Right.
and you're gonna do 10 push-ups, all right? Normally I got my feet up high, but all he has to do is get down on the ground like this and do 10 push-ups.
Right.
Ready? You go 1, just like that. So if he does this every couple hours,
Well, plus there's going to be a tiny house there too, so you see
And
a
done.
guy doing exercise beside of a tiny house, that's going to draw a crowd.
and you're done.
Yeah.
So, encourage Matt to get 500 push-ups, 500 deep knee bend squats, till he gets back to good old Tennessee.
Awesome.
He just lost 15 pounds.
Did he?
Yeah. He said he's trying to eat right, he's trying to cut things out of his diet, and
Good.
so I told him, I said, all right, not hard to do, so we'll encourage him.
Good.
All right, everybody, have a great day. Thank you for tuning in. We'll bring you another live crazy show tomorrow.
Another live drama.
Who knows what'll happen
Who
tomorrow.
knows what's going to happen next?
All right, everybody. Thank you for tuning in, watching. Come see us. If you hate us, come see us. If you love us, come see us. Just come on in that gate. I always tell you, I'm standing there waiting on you.
Exactly.
All right. Have a great day.